The Indigenous Voice to Parliament referendum finally has a confirmed date, October 14. The question is as follows, and the ballot looks like this, quote, a proposed law to alter the Constitution to recognise the First Peoples of Australia by establishing an Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander voice. Do you approve this proposed alteration? But as campaigning continues, we've seen misinformation spread online about what the referendum will actually look like. The recent debate is all about ticks and crosses, so let's unpack that clearly. Like at elections, the Referendum Machineries Provision Act 1984 includes what is known as savings provisions, the ability to counter vote where the instructions have not been followed, but the voter's intention is still clear. As you might have guessed by 1984, this is not new or been brought in by the Albanese government. A tick is fairly clear in that it would mean yes, indicating approval, but in other examples, a cross or an X could indicate disapproval or approval in other types of single box forms, remembering that the referendum question ends in, quote, do you approve this proposed alteration, end quote. What the AEC says is that for a single referendum question, which is what we have here, a clear tick should be counted as formal and a cross should not. Now that is based on legal advice from the Australian Government Solicitor, which has been provided on numerous occasions for 3 decades. The AEC cannot ignore the law and cannot ignore savings provisions. Another example would be a Y or an N, fairly clear, both likely to be counted. But the simplest thing to do, just follow the instructions, write yes or no, and your vote will count. That is what the AEC will be clearly advising people to do on the ballot and have been advising people to do already in their messaging online. With less than 2 months to go, a change to what the ballot would look like and how votes are counted is just not happening. Worth mentioning, at the last referendum in 1999, there was this same situation about writing yes or no, and the informal vote was less than 1%. But you might ask, why don't we just have a tick or a cross with 2 boxes, because there's only 1 box here? As ABC election analyst Anthony Green has explained, there was a 2-box referendum ballot paper used at a New South Wales state referendum held at the same time as that state's 1991 election. That caused such an increase in informal voting at the general election that the 1-box format is now used. Another piece of misinformation spreading is that there are 2 questions, one about recognising Indigenous people in the Constitution, the other specifically about a voice to Parliament. Furthermore, it's been claimed that if you vote yes to recognition as the supposed first question, it will automatically mean you are voting yes to the supposed second question about the voice. Both of those claims are false. There is 1 question. You can see that at the start of the video, but here it is again. Additionally, even if you did vote yes to 1 question, it does not automatically mean anything for the second question, which has been the case at previous referendums with more than 1 question, like the 1999 referendum. But to reiterate, if you want to ensure your vote is counted, just write yes or no. Got a further question? Leave it in the comments or email us at contact@SIXNewsAU.com. Subscribe to us here on YouTube for more fact checks, breaking news and live coverage as well, and become a supporter at patreon.com/SIXNewsAU.